friends, welcome to the part 1 on making of a Pong game featuring artificial intelligence, which means we are making a Pong game in scratch where we will be playing with artificial intelligence. So this is the first part, and in this part we will be introducing some variables that we need in the game, and we will also make the ball sprite and just program its features. So without further wasting any time, let's start. First of all, let me get rid of this cat sprite. Let's just click on here and let's just delete this sprite. And now let's select a backdrop. So for that, let's go to choose a backdrop menu, and let me just scroll downwards. So I will choose the neon tonal menu. Next, let's choose our ball sprite also. So let's click on the choose a sprite option and click on this ball sprite. So we will be using this ball sprite for our Pong game. Okay, now let's start. Let's click on the events menu, and obviously let's drag when green flag click block here. After that, let's make some of the variables that we need in the game. First of all, let's click on the variables menu and click on the make a variable option here. First, let's make a AI score variable. So this variable will be storing the artificial intelligence score. Next, let's click on the make a variable option again, and let's type player score. So this variable will be storing the player's score, and let's click on another time in the make variable option, and let's make a ball speed variable. So this variable will be storing the speed of the ball. Okay, now let's drag this AI score down here like this, and let's drag the player score in this corner, and we don't need this ball speed variable to be shown in the stage. So let's get rid of this by unchecking this button. Okay, all set. Now let's start. Okay, now we are in the variable menu of so let's set our initial scores of the artificial intelligence and player score. So let's drag a set AI score block below the when green flag click block like this, and we are going to set the AI score to 0 at first. And now let's drag another set variable block below the set AI score block like this, and this time we are going to choose the option of player score, and we are going to store the value 0 in the player score as well. Next, let's drag another set variable menu block and attach it like this, and this time let's select the ball speed variable, and we are going to store number 15 to ball speed like this. So when we click the green flag, artificial intelligence score is going to be 0, player score is also 0, and the ball speed is 15. And after that, let's go to the events menu. Then let's broadcast a message. So here we have a broadcast message one. Let's drag this block below the set ball speed block like this, and let's click on the option here and just create a new message. So the message is going to be ball reset. Okay, so when we click the green flag, AI score is going to be 0, player score is going to be 0, and ball speed will be 15, and after that it will broadcast a message called ball reset. So let's drag another block from the events menu here. There is something called the when I receive a message one. So let's drag this inside the script area, and let's select the message called ball reset. So when this sprite is going to receive the message called ball reset, which has been sent by this block here, broadcast ball reset. So when it receives the ball reset message, then we are going to do something. So to reset the ball, we have to just put the ball in the center of the stage like this. So at the initial position, this is the initial position of the ball, yeah. And let's go to the motions menu and just drag a go to XY block like this. So what happens is that if our ball is somewhere else in the stage, and if we click on the green flag, the ball goes back to its initial position. After that, let's also change the color of the block, not color, costume of the ball as well. So for that, let's go to the looks menu and drag a next costume block below the go to XY block like this. So every time we click on the green flag, we get a new ball. So this time it's green, not green, blue, pink, green, purple, like this. So every time we click on the green flag, the ball resets and its color also changes. And next one is let's go to the controls menu and let's just wait for 1 second for the ball to reset, yeah. And next let's go to the motions menu again, and let's drag a point in direction block below the weight block like this. And instead of pointing to 90 degree, we are going to just use a random number generator to point in a random direction. So for that, let's go to the operators menu and pick a random number and drag it inside the point in direction block like this. And we are going to just pick a random number from 35 degrees to 60 degree. So every time the ball resets, it will go back to the central position of the stage, then it will change its costume, then it waits for 1 second, then it will point in direction between 35 degree to 60 degree. Next, it's time to move the ball. For that, we need a loop. So let's go to the control menu and let's drag a forever loop below like this. And next, let's go to the motions menu and drag a move 10 steps block inside the forever loop like this. And instead of 10, we are going to put the ball speed variable here. So for that, let's go to the variables menu and drag a ball speed variable inside the move 10 steps block like this. So instead of moving up 10 steps, it will move how much? 15 times, 15 steps. Okay, first of all, let's just look at the output, what we see up to here. So when I click on the green flag, the ball changes the color and it starts moving and it has gone somewhere else. So let's stop it because we are yet to make the ball to bounce if it touches the edge. So let's introduce that code as well. For that, let's go to the motions menu and let's just scroll downwards, and there is something called if on edge bounce. Let's drag this block below the move block like this inside the forever loop. Now let's see what change we see. So I click on the green flag. Now the motion of the ball looks good, and it's also bouncing off the edges of the screen as well. So let's stop. Now let's add a little bit of twist in the motion of the ball. Right now the motion of the ball is straightforward. It goes straight and like this, but let's add some kind of challenge so that the players will have difficulty in knowing which position the ball is going to be landed. For that, let's go to the motions menu and drag a turn 15-degree block like this inside the if on edge bounce. So above the if on edge bounce or below, you can put anywhere. So I'm going to put above the if on edge bounce like this, and let's turn every time 2 degrees. So let's see what happens now. So if I click on the green flag, okay, the ball's motion is a little bit different, and it will be difficult for the players to know where the ball is going to be landed, as it is also turning 2 degrees every time. Yeah, so that's how we make it a little bit challenging. And that's it, friends, for today's tutorial. And if you like this tutorial, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe as well, and I will see you next time in the next part. Thank you.